Praveen, I have some queries here. If
Uh,
somebody is having, hello,
yeah, Priya.
if somebody is having some like questions, how they are gonna connect with you?
You can contact me on mobile, or you can ask questions in the class itself.
No, actually, when I was doing yesterday, 2 days back, I did not join the class, and
Yeah.
uh, yeah, and I was trying to do, I was getting some error messages. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what. I tried to do it several times, but all the time it was coming the same error messages. I have
Okay,
taken
you
note of that.
yeah, you could take a screenshot and ping me, right, in one WhatsApp group, or you can
Okay,
ping it in
so
WhatsApp group also, because we have all people, right? So whoever already
yeah,
faced, they may help you, right?
yeah,
I mean, they may respond to your query or your error, or I will respond. Okay.
okay.
So
Like
guys,
share in group.
yeah, just for knowledge purpose, whoever faces any issue, so directly ping in group, so that others are also aware that okay, this issue comes, this is the resolution. Okay.
It's like knowledge share.
Yeah, knowledge share. Yes. Okay. So only if you have got errors on the covered topics, that means which I have already told you, or which we have discussed already. On those topics, if you get any error while doing them, so put it in WhatsApp group. Okay. So somehow I will respond, or anybody can respond who have the solution. Suppose yesterday I connected with Achyut, so he was getting some errors, and we resolved. So now anybody else faces the same issue, Achyut will be able to help you. He may respond in the group saying, okay, do that, do this. Okay. Like that. So we all collectively learn this one. Okay. Don't hesitate to put anything. Don't hesitate to call me. Okay. So put a message. Okay. Put a message. So I will respond. May not be immediately, but I will respond definitely. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, I have sent it currently, like right now. Can you
Mm-hmm.
check and tell why I was getting the same error 3 times?
Okay. Let me stopping the recording. Okay. So in previous class, we discussed how to send an email from CPI, right? To show you how we are going to work in CPI, just to get a taste of CPI. Okay. So after that, we discussed what is certificate. Okay. So what are the two types of authentications with certificate? One is SSL verification. Second one is client certificate authentication, right? So can somebody tell me what is SSL verification? What is SSL verification? Anybody? What is SSL verification? SSL verification failed. What does it mean?
It's an
Certificate
SSL
not
is
received from the server.
Sorry? Certificate is not received from the server. Is the response from one person. Okay. Next, somebody is
Yes.
speaking.
it
Who
create
else?
separation between client and web server.
Sorry? To create?
It create a security connection between client and web server.
Yeah. So SSL verification helps to create secure connection between client and server. So what is the process? How the SSL verification works? So we discussed right yesterday. What is the process?
It has two keys, like one public key and another one is
No.
private
No. Public key, private key, that is completely different. So here SSL verification means client should trust the server, right? Client should trust the server. How client trusts the server? To
It should
trust
be
the
certified
server,
from
yeah, client will ask the server, provide your certificate. Then
that
client
certificate
will,
should be issued from
yeah, right. Then client will forward the certificate to the, server will forward the certificate to the client. So now client verifies whether that certificate is there in my system. Is there in my system. Client checks all the certificates available in the system. If that certificate is matches with one of the entry, then client thinks that, okay, certificate is available in my system. That means I know that server. So I can trust that server. As simple as that. Okay. So second case is client asked the server to provide the certificate. Server provided the certificate. Again, client is checking in the client system itself. It did not find any match. That means the server certificate is new to the client. It doesn't know who it is. So then client says, I cannot trust the server. So then the error comes as SSL verification failed. Could not find the certificate path for the given certificate. SSL verification failed. That is this one. See guys, this is very much important. This is very much important for you to understand, because in real time tomorrow, you will have the connection like this, right? Somewhere it fails here. Somewhere it fails here with the error SSL verification failed. So here, this is the sender, this is the receiver. Up to here, only up to here, if you see, this is a sender application, CPI is a receiver application. So in between these two, connection should be established. After that, data will transfer. Okay. So now here in S/4HANA application itself, it is throwing SSL verification failed. SSL verification failed. Unless you know the definition of SSL verification, okay, so you will not be able to resolve that issue. You will not be able to resolve that issue. So when SSL verification fails, CPI certificate, if the CPI certificate is not available in S/4HANA, then SSL verification fails. That's why as a prerequisite, first step, okay. So CPI system side, whoever is working as a developer means us, okay. So we share our system's URL, credentials, and also the certificate. So we share our URL, credential, and certificate to the S/4HANA system. To S/4HANA system. So now what happens in S/4HANA? They will configure the address as URL and they put credentials. They install the certificate. So that CPI certificate will be available in S/4HANA system. So when it tries to make a connection, it will request for the certificate. CPI returns the certificate. The certificate will match with the installed certificates. SSL verification success. Right? So now, what is the second case? Client certificate authentication. So why I am repeating is these are very important aspects to understand, two very important concepts. Okay. So now what is client certificate authentication? What does it mean, client certificate authentication? So client certificate
It's like a mutual
authentication,
certificate.
yeah. So client certificate authentication means server should trust the client. Now, first step is client should trust the server. That is clear. Second step is server should trust the client. Okay, now. So for that, client certificate authentication. So what happens after SSL verification is success? Client says, I will trust you. Server says, I should also trust you, man. Send your certificate. Okay. So CPI asks S/4HANA certificate. So S/4HANA system will send its own certificate here. Then CPI verifies it with the installed certificates in the system. If match found, certificate authentication success. Otherwise, it will throw unauthorized or 401 error. Client certificate not found. Client certificate not matching. Something like that. Okay.
Even if the validity of the certificate is expired, then also we can
Then
find
also
right?
the same. Yeah. Then also it will not be able to find.
So then again we need to validate the means like we need to extend our certification
Yeah. Correct.
date.
Correct. So what the
The
question was, guys?
client certificate authentication is like a handshake, Praveen. Mutual handshake, right?
It's not exactly like mutual handshake. So it's a kind of authentication also. It is also authentication. It is an authentication. SSL verification is for handshake. Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
SSL verification is handshake. Client certificate authentication is a clear authentication method. So when client certificate authentication is success, then only CPI will accept data from here. Otherwise, it will not. Okay. Right.
Thank you, Praveen.
So yeah, what the question? Who asked this question, please? Who asked this?
Myself, Naresh.
Naresh. Okay. So Naresh asked a question. See, suppose if you take this one. See, connection is secure. There is certificate valid. For every web application or any server, okay, so there will be a certificate issued by some certifying authority. So here, for our CPI trial account, there is certificate issued by DigiCert Global, DigiCert Inc. Okay, this is the company who issued the certificate. This certificate expires at 14th August 2024. So that means it is the responsibility of SAP CPI, SAP trial account, whoever is managing this application, it is responsibility of them to update the certificate before 14th of August. Before 14th of August. So same thing happens here also. S/4HANA system certificate or CPI certificate or vendor application certificate, any systems certificate may expire at a certain period of time. Right? So before that expires, that certificate should be updated. Updated in the system, and also whoever is using that certificate, you have to share that certificate to them. Okay. Example.
Praveen, sorry to
Suppose.
interrupt.
Yeah.
If certificates expires, I mean, like if you what you are saying on August 14, we'll get any notification alerts like the certificate is going to expire so and so. So that we
is
can
that
update to the
is the individual system's capability. Okay, so it is very good thing that. So how do we know certificate is getting expired? Okay, that is individual applications features. Okay, some applications may have a feature, so they will throw an alert. They will throw an alert saying this is so and so certificate is going to expire. Okay, that is system's feature. Okay, so based on that they will take actions. In CPI also, we do monitor, right? As part of monitoring, we do the monitoring, right? So while monitoring, you see, go to monitor. Where do you see the certificates installed?
history.
In the key store of the system, right? In the key store. So open key store. Here, it will show all the certificates, which are normal. These are valid. Here, see what it is.
That is expired.
So valid until May, August, November, Jan, March 8th, which is highlighted in red. So if you just scroll down, which are all the certificates in red color, you can simply think that these are expired. Okay, so this is also the responsibility of support team. Okay, not only monitoring messages. Okay, not only monitoring messages, they also need to monitor key store certificates, all those stuff. Okay, it actually depends in the project which you are going to work. So support project means apart from the technical knowledge, so there will be a process for each support project. There will be a process. As soon as you enter into the project, they will give some knowledge transfer. They will share, okay, this is our project. Okay, this is all the activities we do in day-to-day life. Okay, day-to-day at work here. So you open this, you check this, you report this. Okay, you follow these instructions, you follow those instructions. You have to do that. You have to tell him. You have to tell her. You have to drop a mail every day, 4 times a day to these persons saying this. So all this process will be there in every support project. So as soon as you enter into the support projects, that process they will help you. That is what knowledge transfer. So you might have heard, right? KT.
Yeah, KT.
Right? So knowledge transfer, that is support projects. So based on that, we monitor whatever they ask you to monitor. Okay. So this is how we maintain. So the main idea for me repeating is you should get clear picture of what is SSL verification, what is client certificate authentication. So clear? Okay. Today we'll continue our integration flow. Okay. Again, we'll continue our integration flow. I will do some modification. So after opening the iFlow, so see here, how many times I deploy, always these three persons will receive a mail with the same content. Is it correct or not? So if I deploy one more time, these three people will get the same mail again. Same mail again. So I don't want that. Okay. I don't want that. So I want every time a different email. Every time a different email. Okay. So here, if you see, if we give some text here in the subject or mail body directly, this we call hard coding. So every time the iFlow runs, same data will sent out as a mail. So instead of hard coding, we send whatever we like. So let's see, suppose I am taking content modifier here. Okay, content modifier here. So what is content modifier? I will tell you. So content modifier, name itself tells you content modifier. What does it mean? Content modifier.
The content should be modified.
Yeah.
It will modify the content.
Yes. Hello. Sorry, guys. So content modifier. So the name itself tells you content modifier. So it modifies the content. So the feature of this option is it modifies the content. So we should know as part of this course how it modifies the content. What are all the different options available under this? That we should know. Okay. So see here, as soon as I click here, there are 4 options. General. Under this, the name is content modifier. It is the name. You can change it. Modifies. Okay. So that means usually we give the some name, okay, which should tells what we are doing in this block especially. Okay. So just some meaningful name which represents the actions we do in this block. Just the name. Okay. Next, there is something called message header. There is something called exchange property. There is something called message body. Okay. There is something called message body. So here in message header, click add. Okay. So you can create some parameter. There are these different types of parameters we can create. Okay. And also you can delete an existing parameter. I'm just showing here. I'm not telling you about content modifier. I'm just showing one option as an example. Okay. I will discuss content modifier in deep in coming classes. Okay. So as of now, I just wanted to show you how the things. Okay. So in message header, something in message body, what I will do. Hello, this is FI email. Okay. So now what happens is if I go to the mail, okay. So whatever is defined in the content modifier, the body part, okay. So I want that body part here. I want that body part here. So we can use some expression $ in dot body. So what does it mean? This expression is called as camel expression. Guys, remember what it is? That expression is called as camel expression. So camel expression, what does it mean? So wherever you use this expression, okay. So before that step means here, okay, here at this place, at this place, okay. At this place, whatever the message body receives, right? that message body will be sent as mail body. Okay, I will show you how it is. Okay, so as of now, just I will save and deploy. So before deploying, okay, I will deploy. Okay, so I deployed. So now guys, you would have received the email with a different body in it. Can somebody check? Compared to yesterday, body is different today.
The body has been changed. The first
Yes,
email.
this first email I did receive it.
It is changed, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now I will show you, I will trigger the same email. Okay. So what I am doing, just check. Okay. I am in the monitor page. I am in the, everybody guys, please. I am in the monitor page. So first is message monitoring. Second is manage integration content. So I am coming to manage integration content. So then it will open like this. I am clicking on this. So if you scroll down right side, okay, there is something called log configuration. You can simply scroll down, or yeah, you have to scroll down. Yeah. So there is something called log configuration. So you change this log configuration to trace. So I will tell you what it is. Change the log configuration to trace. Log level trace expires at 10:07. See, exactly after 10 minutes, it will expire. After the expiry, log level switches back to info. Okay. So it expires at 10:07. After the expiry, log level switches back to info. Okay, right? So now I am going to our integration flow. I am deploying it again. Okay. Maybe this time I will deploy it with a different subject. Something. Okay. So you would have received a new mail again. Okay. Okay. So
Yes,
continue.
received.
Yeah, before continuing further, I would like to close the class here, and we all rejoin the same link. We all rejoin the same link and continue. Okay. Please rejoin everyone. Please rejoin.